When you first open the Invoice and Sales Tracking Manager, you'll land on the home screen. Here you'll see a set of clear, easy-to-use buttons that guide you to every part of the system. This workbook is designed to be form-based, so you can enter the information you need without digging through rows and columns in a large spreadsheet. Everything is organized, streamlined, and simple to follow, which means less confusion, fewer mistakes, and a much smoother experience from start to finish. Before we start using the Invoice Workbook, we'll begin by clicking on the Setup button. A small form will pop up, and we'll just fill out a few simple details. You won't be able to create invoices until this setup is complete, so it's an important first step. At the top of the form, you'll see the Company Information section. This is where you'll enter your business name and address. Right below that is the Invoice Setup area. Here you can choose the number you want your invoices to start with. Once you start creating invoices, this number cannot be changed. On the right side, you'll see a box for your sales tax rate. If your business collects sales tax or local tax, just type in the percentage. If you have customers who are tax exempt, there's a tax exempt checkbox on the invoice form that ensures they aren't charged any tax. And if you don't collect tax at all, you can simply leave the box blank. At the bottom, you will find the option to select your company logo file if you'd like it to appear on your invoices. Clicking the button will open a file dialog where you can browse for the image you want to use. Once everything looks good, click Save and Exit. If you close the form without saving, your changes won't be stored. Now let's take a look at the invoice form where you'll be creating and editing your invoices. The invoice form includes two tabs. The first tab is for customer and order information. Here you'll enter the customer's name, address, order details, and shipping information. The second tab is for your line items. On this tab, you can enter the items the customer is purchasing. You'll enter quantities, item descriptions, and pricing. And the form will keep everything totaled for you. You can edit any invoice, including line items, quantities, or anything else that needs to be updated. You can also search your invoices, but we'll cover that a little later. The invoice form is divided into four main sections. At the top is the salesperson information area. Right below that is the customer information section, where you'll enter the customer's name and address. Next is the order information section. Here you can enter the customer's purchase order number, payment terms, the order status, and if the customer is tax exempt, you can simply check the tax exempt box. This overrides the sales tax rate you set earlier and ensures no tax is added to the total. The fourth section is the shipping information area, and if the shipping address is different from the billing address, you can enter it here. If it's the same, just click the checkbox and the system will automatically fill it in for you. At the bottom, you can also enter the date shipped and the method of shipment if you'd like. Let's go over the form navigation controls. In the top left of the form, you'll see a blue box with several buttons inside. When you first open the form, it will be blank. To see the last invoice you created, click the far right button under the white box. The last invoice will load, and then you can scroll down one invoice at a time by clicking the less than button, or scroll back up using the greater than button. To go to the first invoice, click the button on the far left. If you have an invoice number you'd like to pull up, click in the white box, type it in, and press enter. That's how you navigate through invoices using the form. To the left of the navigation area, you'll see buttons to create a new invoice, save an invoice, print an invoice, void an invoice, and print your invoice to a PDF file. Let's look at some invoice examples. I'll click the last invoice button, and there it is. Now we'll navigate back through a few invoices. If we want to create a new invoice, we click the new invoice button. The form clears and it's ready to be filled out. Just remember, to save a new invoice into your system, you must have at least a customer name and address entered. This prevents accidentally creating a lot of empty invoices, I'm going to navigate to an example, invoice number 101 I created, and let you see how it looks filled out. Let's switch over to the Line Items tab and take a look at the purchased items for this invoice. Now we'll go back to the Sales tab and exit the form to return to the home screen. Now let's take a look at the sales report. The sales report gives you a quick way to view a day's sales numbers, or the sales numbers over a period of time, such as a week or a month. The sales report does not include data from voided invoices. In the top two boxes, type a date in the From box and the To box. Then click the Compile Report button at the bottom. The sales total section will fill with data. If you just want a single day's report, type that date in the From box and leave the To box blank. Now let's go back to the home screen. Finally, the Search Sales function. Click the Sales Search button and you'll be taken to a spreadsheet designed for searching invoices for specific information. You do not need to enter anything directly into the spreadsheet. Just use the buttons at the top right to find what you need quickly. To start a search, click the Search Criteria button. A small form will pop up. First, click the down arrow next to the Search Topic box and select what you want to search for. Next, enter your search term in the Search Term box. Or if you're searching by date, enter the dates in the Date Range boxes. You may use wildcards such as question marks and asterisks in your search terms. Then click Search and the spreadsheet will fill with your results. You can print your results or save them to PDF or CSV files. When you print the search results, the top header section, including the search totals, will print on each page. When you're finished, click Return to menu to go back to the home page. The Invoice and Sales Tracking Manager is designed to give you a clean, organized, and dependable way to handle your daily business tasks. With simple forms, intuitive navigation, and powerful reporting tools, you can manage your invoices and sales with confidence and accuracy. Once you get comfortable with the workflow, you'll find that everything you need is always right where you expect it to be.